Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Return to Bloodborne. In this episode, we're gonna be continuing here in Henvik Charnel Lane. Hopefully, gonna be wrapping up this area in this episode, if we can. I don't know, I died a lot going into this area in the previous episode, so it didn't make as much progress as I thought I would, but you know what, that's okay. There's actually not. This fucker has my blood echoes. Do you know how long I was searching for these? I was like, I'm just gonna give up and start a new episode because I couldn't find them. How the hell did it get from me dying down there to this guy up here? And see, this is the thing, I mentioned this in one of the earlier episodes. Like, it's probably the easiest to lose your echoes or souls or bloodstain or whatever in Bloodborne. Because sometimes we need this guy. Sometimes the location does not exactly make sense. Nice. I can upgrade my weapon again. Maybe not to +6, but +5 definitely. Is it dead? No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is. It's hard to see in the dark sometimes. Bloodshot eyeball. This is a chalice dungeon item, I think. But yeah, again, Bloodborne seems to do this sometimes with the bloodstains, which is kind of annoying because it's not exactly fair. Like, how the hell did my blood echoes get transported up to the second floor? But oh well, I'm gonna stop bitching. I found them and that's all that matters. Gotta be careful with these enemies because they have a habit of trying to push you off. That right there, really cool detail, is Canehurst Castle, which is of course the optional area we're gonna be eventually going to. But still, I don't know how much I've talked about this, but it's obvious when you play this game that the entirety of the style and everything is very kind of classical horror influenced. Aside from, like the Lovecraft themes of the old ones and things like that. The rest of the game itself, like for example, Canehurst, God, I can't even talk while fighting these two. Canehurst Castle is like straight up inspired by Dracula and things like that. So yeah, you'll see when we get to it, but even how we get to it, you go by a carriage and it's this isolated castle where kind of the old nobility lives and there's like strange rituals and things like that. Again, obviously very kind of Dracula influenced. And then when you get to the DLC, it becomes even more apparent, especially in the research lab section of the DLC. Hey there, I forgot about you. But I think that's cool. It is very different to the actual Souls games. Especially, after... Because you have to remember that this came out after Dark Souls 2. And to be honest, I like Dark Souls 2 a lot, but its style is a little bit too, I wouldn't say cartoonish, but a little bit too bright maybe for a Souls game. Everything is very well lit. There are no like mysterious, like dark areas, which were kind of present even in the first game. Yeah, these guys are super difficult to fight, I think. Spin to win. Thank fuck I traded with that, because I think I would have died otherwise. Alright, there's one more. And I'll pick up these items and I'll go back to the Hunter's Dream. Actually, not much damage as I thought. Nice. Shit. What the hell was that? That was really weird. Did I dodge through him or something? That was super weird. Their attacks stun for quite a long time, actually. Makes it difficult to get counters. Yeah, there are a couple of dogs here, unfortunately. Okay, I can two-shot them. Yeah. I'll be mindful of that. Whoa, 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 no, I got the rolling attack. Or dodging attack or whatever. Because it's not really rolling in this game. You gotta be careful of that. Nice. Twin Bloodstone. I think that's a pretty rare drop from the dogs. Bone Marrow Ash. And... oh yeah, there's more here. More enemies. Shame there's no friendly fire on the Molotovs. What makes things a lot more convenient. This weapon doesn't have as much range as I thought. I gotta get used to this transformed state. It is very good. You can probably hit a ton of enemies with it at once. And maybe this is not the best area for that because here there are more like singular enemies instead of like huge mobs. But I don't know. This is the road to Canehurst. Eventually. And we get the Lake Rune, which will eventually get the item. Well, not eventually. In this episode, we'll get the item that will allow us to use these runes. But like I said, for now, I think I'm gonna head back. In fact, you know what? I'll use a Bolt Hunter's Mark. I have so many of them. No reason not to. And then we'll upgrade and things like that. I think I can level up. So we'll do that as well. And then we'll get to the boss, which... this is probably the easiest boss in the game. So we don't have that much to worry about. Once you know what to do. Pretty much the only thing about this boss is that the first time you play through the game, you're probably not going to be able to figure out what exactly you need to do. And that's probably what's going to get you killed. That's what got me killed. But now that I know, it's like the ultimate pushover boss. Alright, Fortify. Ah, shit, I'm missing 2. Damn, where can I get to... what you call it? Twin Bloodstone Shards. I don't know. There's probably one of those crawlers somewhere. Those crystal lizard things. But I don't exactly know where. Do I not have... okay, that's fine. I think actually if you take this gold pendant of Vicar Amelia, used to change into a blood gem which fortifies weapons. This pendant passed down among the vicars who head the healing church is a reminder of the cautionary adage, words that will open the gates of Bergenworth. So yeah, this you can just use and you get a gold blood gem which does... wait, huh. I thought... weird. But what does it do to the weapon? Attack versus beasts up 12.6. That's actually not bad. I don't know if we're gonna be facing any beasts coming up here. So what I'm gonna do is... I have... okay. Wait, do I not have a second... yeah, I do. I don't know, I'm being an idiot. We'll do it. We'll do it. Why not? Let's check out the inside shop, because I don't exactly remember what the term is. No. We'll be able to eventually buy Twin Bloodstone Shards as well, just not yet. Damn, 2 Twin Bloodstones away. It's kind of frustrating. Okay, what should we... let's get our vitality to 20 and put 1 more point into endurance. Because stamina cost is pretty low for everything in this game, you don't actually need to put that many points into your endurance overall. Not as many as in the other Souls games. So, I don't know. I'll need to focus on strength again because we're still far away from that 28 needed for the Gatling gun. Just thinking of what we need to do after this. So here we get the blood. Oh yeah, we need to go to the forest. I remember now. Just like, it's been a while, so I need to kind of rethink what exactly we need to do. Like, what order. I think I'm gonna skip most of these enemies and just straight up run to the boss. This boss run might seem long, but it's actually fairly forgiving, I think. You really don't run into... Oh, apparently this is not so forgiving. But whatever, this is the type of enemy that you can roll into to push them. So... Whoa, okay, I didn't think I would get caught up here. And I'm dead. Just as I say that this run is pretty easy, I get fucked over. Kind of typical. I swear this game can hear me sometimes. But yeah, I need to do that better. Actually, it might be easier to use the lift or elevator, right? Now that I think about it, it might skip past some of this bullshit. Although now I need to go and get my blood echoes, so it doesn't really matter. Although they're probably gonna be on some like random ass enemy that I'm not gonna be able to find. Out of my way, out of my way. It's gonna be on the big guy, isn't it? No, it's not. Let me guess, it's the one above. No, no, it's not. I don't think these guys... Oh yeah, they do follow you. Not that I care about, what, 6,000 blood echoes. It's pretty much nothing at this point. I swear there was like another one of those crawler beasts around, or scurrying beasts, or whatever they're called. The ones that drop bloodstone shards. I swear there's one more here somewhere. I just don't know where. Although whatever, we'll just do the boss. There we go. Witch of Hemwick. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Actually, probably the most damage I've dealt to her at this stage. Although, yeah, because I'm stronger. Cool. Once you get her to below half health, that's when the second one appears, right? I've read somewhere that the Hunter's Torch actually helps because it increases your sight range. I honestly don't know if that's true or not, but... You don't really need your gun for this fight, so you might as well have the Hunter Torch. If it helps, then it helps. If not, nothing happens if you have it out. There's the other one. Yeah, we need to get the other one's HP down. If you don't know how this works, is that there's a hidden second one that appears after. The first one is at half health, I think. And they work on the Throne Watcher / Defender principle, in that if you don't kill them in a certain amount of time from each other, they will resurrect. Again, that's the only difficult part of this fight, is that the first time you come through here, you're probably not gonna know that. That's what tripped me up, but second time around, it's just basically this. Run around until you find one, hit it a couple of times, and go away. This guy poses like no threat. They actually pose more of a threat like in the actual area. That was still the other one. Good. Of course, you can't see how much damage you're doing to the other one, so... Cool. I think if I find the one with the HP bar, I can start attacking it. But yeah, it's like, see, even if you get hit, it's like, just dodge away and heal. Because this area is fairly large. Did I get that drop attack? I have no idea. I think it's time to kill one of them. Alright, one down. Shit, yeah, they can do this. Where they do a bit of a critical. And the important thing is just dodge away. Like 2 hits away from death, so. And that was the Witches of Hemwick. If I don't get killed by the fucking enemies, it takes a while for them to despawn. Alright, well that was, again, one of the easiest bosses in the game. It's more of a gimmick fight, I would say. But definitely the Prowling Magus slash Pinwheel slash... I don't know, who's a really easy boss in Dark Souls 3? I actually can't think of one. One is like a complete pushover. I guess like... I guess Lord Volnir, High Lord Volnir. But yeah, and the Witches of Hemwick. Those are like the easy mode bosses for each game. Anyways, we got this gem workshop tool or whatever the thing is called. Actually, what is the description on it? I don't think I've ever read it. It's probably a key item. A misshapen workshop tool from the Hunter's Dream. The hunter who retrieved this can fortify. That's not it. This is it. Rune workshop tool. Runesmith Carol, student of Bergenworth, transcribed the inhuman utterings of the Great Ones into what are now called Carol runes. The hunter who retrieves this workshop can etch Carol runes into their mind to attain their wondrous strength. Provost Wilhelm would have been proud of Carol's runes as they do not rely upon blood in any measure. So yeah, that's the important part there. As you see, Provost Wilhelm, who we saw in the cutscene there, was really against anything that involved blood. So this is essentially your 3 ring slots, and this is your Covenant slot. So I guess we can get the lake, acquire more blood echoes, and the Beast Rune, I guess is okay. What it basically does is... Actually, I have no idea what it does. Aside from, I think, synergize is with the Beast Claws weapon, right? Not sure. Am I out of blood vials? I think I am. Alright then. Let's go ahead and channel these blood echoes. Yeah, 1 point into strength, and we'll buy a few blood echoes. Next step. What should we do? Well, we could go on, but there's one more thing I wanted to do before proceeding. And for that, we need to go back to the Cathedral Ward. I just want to get this out of the way right now, because, well, you can do it later as well, but again, might as well. And that is to go to the old abandoned workshop, which is the optional area. Actually, there might be a few Twin Bloodstone shards up in the tower that normally leads to the upper Cathedral Ward. So I think I'll go explore that as well, because there might be. I think I have just enough time to do that. Oh, there's also some when you go to the right at the Grand Cathedral. But we need to fight those 2 annoying hunters. Those NPC hunters before we can do that. So yeah, here we're gonna go up and... No, actually first we're not... No, yeah, we're gonna go up. It makes sense to go up first. Hey guys. See, this is when this weapon is really good. Aside from me getting shot in the face. Oh, there's one to the side. Nice. I swear these are the most annoying enemies in the game. Man, this weapon has a lot of range. Now that I'm starting to kind of figure out what exactly the range on it is, it's like really good. Finally, we got a blood-tinged gemstone. This is the one you can use for your pistol. I love the transformation and animation as well. This weapon just has style. Plus, the old hunter weapons are very different to the ones in the main game. Of course, the lore is that this is the type of weapons that the first hunters used. And then they figured out that if you use these kind of crude weapons, you actually kind of go into that frenzy that hunters go into a lot easier. So that's why these types of weapons are kind of more brutal and simple, instead of being like, you know, cane and things like that. At least I think that's the lore, if I remember it correctly. Just gonna go around and see if there's anything I missed, but I don't think so. This is good because I think I have just enough time to do both of these things. Although there might not be any twin bloodstones that I missed. I know there's a scurrying beast here, but I already killed it. By the way, nice look over Yarnam at nighttime. That place right there that you see, that tower and everything, is the upper cathedral ward, which we're not going to be able to access for quite a while. In fact, it's one of the last optional areas you can go to. But that's okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, shit. What is in this chest? Probably something not that useful. Radiant Sword Hunter badge. This is the one that gives you access to... Yeah, this is locked. I think that's the one that gives access to Ludwig's sword, if I remember correctly. And a bunch of like church hunter stuff. Oh well. Let's go and head back. And try and reach the old abandoned workshop. More of kind of like a lore area than anything, but there is stuff there we need. Just need to make sure I don't screw up the descent. Actually, I technically have not completed the area that's below us either. I almost fell down, by the way. And that is kind of a tricky jump. I think this is where you jump from. And I didn't jump. Well done, me. That was smooth moves. Once again, to reiterate, I hate platforming sections in Souls games. They actually keep it to a minimum in this game. They somehow realized that this is not a good idea. This is pretty much the only section I can think of that does it. I'm looking at you, Dark Souls 3, in the Ashes of Ariandel DLC with the fucking tree. Those types of sections should not exist in Souls games. But I'm gonna stop being salty about that. I don't know, I'm still salty about that area. Because I actually thought the boss was okay. The 3-phase boss, aside from it being a bit insane. But that fucking section with the tree. I don't know. Can't even express how frustrating that is. That place. Again, I'm pretty sure you can see the old abandoned workshop from somewhere. I know there's somewhere you can see it from. Alright. Let's try and do this with actual jumping. I almost fell down again. The camera is not being cooperative. Cool. Thank fuck fall damage is non-existent in this game. So yeah, I love these types of sections. It really feels like you're actually exploring something hidden and forgotten. That's what I love about this section. Like, the game series that does this a lot have areas like this is Metroid. You know, where you can stumble upon something optional and you kind of just like get the feeling. They convey it really well that it's a place that's been kind of forgotten by everyone else. So as you can see, this is the old abandoned workshop. For anyone who has not played Bloodborne, seems familiar? Yeah, this is the hunter's dream. Basically, the idea is that, well, Gurman is the person that oversees the hunter's dream. And the theory is that the hunter's dream itself is based upon his kind of memories. And that's why the old abandoned workshop is the basis for the hunter's dream, because it's what he remembers and recalls. Because this is where basically the first hunters started, when the beast kind of scourge first began. So it's really interesting. And here we can pick up 1/3 of the umbilical cord, which is needed for the the boss, the final boss, but I'm not gonna go for that ending. So we technically don't need it. I know you can consume it for insight, and you need to consume it to get that ending, but I don't know, we'll just keep it. And of course, here we have the doll, who is actually alive in the hunter's dream. About the old hunter bone. The bone of an old hunter whose name is lost. It is said that he was an apprentice to old Gurman and a practitioner of the art of quickening, a technique particular to the first hunters. It is most appropriate that hunters, carriers of the torch who are sustained by the dream, would tease an old art from his remains. So basically, the old hunter bone is one of the quote-unquote spell items. Oh, I missed something there. That's the doll's little gem, isn't it? I'll go back for it, because I don't know if the cutscene for the doll, not cutscene, but the dialogue activates if you don't have it.
I must have dreamt. What is it? Hunters have told me about the church.
I don't know if this is...
Gods and their love. But do the gods love their creations? I am a doll created by you humans. Would you ever think to love me? Of course. I do love you.
Huh.
Isn't that how you've made me?
I've never heard that.
Hunters have told me about...
That's really weird. Huh. I don't exactly know what triggered that. Huh. Well, guess you hear something new every day. Which one leads to? There you go. Abandoned old workshop. And we also have stuff to do at the Hypogean jail, which I think I might get to, because if you proceed too far, you actually lose out on that area. Not the boss. Well, actually, do you lose out on the boss? I don't remember. Whatever, I want to do that as well. It's nothing, it's just a boss. Get some blood echoes. But yeah, we can pick this up, the small hair ornament, which we can give to the doll. So basically, one of Gurman's, as we find out in the DLC, one of Gurman's friends was Lady Maria. And Lady Maria, well, I don't exactly remember what exactly happens to her, but she ends up in the hunter's nightmare, guarding a secret. And essentially the doll was created because Gurman missed her.
What is this? I can't remember. Not a thing, only I feel a yearning, something I never felt before. What's happening to me? Tell me, Hunter, could this be joy?
Of course, the reason she doesn't remember is because she's not the real Maria. You You can use this tear stone to create another gem. A doll sheds neither blood nor tears, and thus its nature remains unknown. Whoever thinks this is precious must be troubled by severe naivety. Okay, you crush it and you get the tear blood gem. Anyways, final thing we're gonna do is equip the hunter pistol. Well, you could get more HP recovery. Or blood attack up. I think we'll go for that. If I have an extra slot, I'll put the teardrop thing there. But yeah, lots of interesting lore here. I like Gurman as a whole because he is technically not evil. Like, he kind of subverts the expectations you have for a villain because he is not the villain. He is kind of trapped here like any other hunter. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for this episode of Bloodborne. Lots of interesting stuff. We'll wrap it up here and we'll get moving with the actual game in the next episode. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed and goodbye.